Okay, that's enough. You go play. Oh, hold on, folks. We have another visitor, and that's it. Rosie is here in her little Christmas sweater to come say the boys got it done. Folks, it sucks to be a Leafs fan tonight. Imagine being the Leafs, coming into this game, guys. Coming into this game, knowing the Sabres just got hammered, destroyed. And then Matthews gets their second goal, acts all entitled about it to the crowd, and then this happens after. You know, this is going to go down in history, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, as the most disappointing era in Toronto Maple Leafs history when it's all said and done. The team is, if you think we're in a mess, I know the record looks good, but guys, really look at it. Go look. How does a team with a guy that can score goals at will not even win 1 out of every 3 games in regulation? Have something like this happen. But he's an entitled, spoiled brat. He really is. Matthews is an entitled, spoiled brat who I can't ever picture winning a Stanley Cup in his entire career. I'll just put it out there because I don't think he will, guys. Too much of a head case. So, and the truth is, their captain is as soft as butter. I mean, when the Sabres were taking it to him and we were sticking it to their bench, Tavares wouldn't even look at our bench. Wouldn't even look at it. They're getting killed 8-3 at the time. He wouldn't even look at our bench, guys. I mean, look, when their player got nailed this year by Marchand and did nothing, that says everything I need to know about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay, I'm done taking my jabs. Let's look at the numbers. These numbers are brought to you by Rome, the aggressive, sweet little bison. There we go. Okay, shots on goal, 35-28 Sabres. They had 58.5% of the faceoffs. We had 41.5%. They were 1 for 4 in the power play. The Sabres were 1 for 5. 23 hits for the Sabres, 16 for the Leafs. We had 18 blocks. They had 14. We had 3 giveaways. They had 2. And the Sabres had 5 takeaways. They had 7 shots on goal per period. First period, 13-10 Sabres. Second period, 10-5 Sabres. And third period, 13-12 Leafs for that 35-28 total in the Sabres' favor. Scoring. Greenway opens it up at 2:27 from Clifton and Benson. And then Matthews, oh, my bad. It was the first goal. I thought it was the second. I didn't even know till right now. So Matthews gets this goal, guys. Acts like, here I am, you know? And I tell you, he just really, you don't fire up your opponent like that, but it is what it is. And he makes it, he ties it 1-1 at 7:28 of the first. And then Domi scores on the power play, and things aren't looking good at that point. They're really not. And then Owen Power really gets a nice backhand goal, wide open net. He would have had to have been drunk to miss it. But he didn't overreact to it or nothing, so 2-2. And then Skinner, who had an excellent game, makes it 3-2. Benson also got an assist, by the way, on the Owen Power goal. And Mitz did also. And then Skinner from Tuck at 15:51. Sabres lead 3-2 after 1. We go to the second. Ton of scoring here tonight, guys. Darlene gets his 9th from Thompson and Tuck. And the Sabres pull up 4-2 at 4:44. And then Yarncroc makes it 4-3 at this point from Nylander and Liljegren. And again, it's like, here we are, it's 4-2. Now we just give up a shorty to make it 4-3. And then Tage gets another one tonight from Tuck and Skinner, makes it 5-3 at 8:22. And then Okposo gets that shorty back, unassisted, 6-3 Sabres after 2. He scores at 11:04. We go to the third. Quinn gets his first of the season from Peterka and Clifton, 7-3 Sabres. We know the game's over right there. Even though we can't trust them. We know the game's pretty much over right there. Levi's in nets. He's not letting in another. And Skinner Gets another one from Tuck and Thompson, makes it 8-3 Sabres, and the rout is on. And in Okposo, another goal from Krebs, and Ryan Johnson makes it 9-3 at 15:02. That closes out your scoring. So 9-3. I got to admit, guys, I was real disappointed we didn't get 10. Really, I was. I wanted the rout. I wanted to kill these guys, destroy these guys, demoralize these guys, ruin their season, do everything we can to mess the Leafs up from this point on. Anything that we can do to harm their season. I wanted to do it in that game. And I am so happy all their fans filled the building, paid good money, have to drive home after something. This is beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Good. Let them go home, and let them go home sad. You know, that entitlement for me stands out. When Matthews got that goal and he just wraps it around and scores and looks at everybody, look how great I am. Like when he did that, I was like, you cocky prick. Seriously, drove me nuts, you know? And to see the Sabres, like, I think that fired them up. It's a dumb move, but it's the Maple Leafs, guys. What do you want? It's Toronto, like Toronto mentality. They're all individualists over there. It's not a team. That's an individualist camp. That's what that is. A camp for individualists is what they should call it instead of the Maple Leafs, because it is what they are. This team is, they could miss the playoffs, Toronto. I've been saying it, and I'm still gonna stick by that. I don't care they were 6-1-3 coming in. Their record really is inflated by fake wins in overtime. It is. Guys, I mean, if you look at their record, okay, and I don't care how butthurt Toronto fans get by that. It's the damn truth, and they know it. Truth hurts Toronto, honestly. If we had win, losses, and ties in this league, Toronto's record right now, folks, will be 9, 8, and 13. That would be their record. 9 wins, 8 losses, and 13 ties. That's what Toronto, their record would be right now. You know, you tell me. And the Sabres would be 13, and to be fair here, would be 13 and 17. They'd be 13 and 17. So, you know, Toronto right now, guys, is just, it's, till I see their regulation wins going up, I don't have any respect for that franchise. I need to see them put a season together where they got a ton of regulation wins. If I'm right, they did very good there last year, but they've regressed. And their fans, you know what? Most of their fans know it. Most of the Toronto fans are aware of this. Surprisingly, they're not hiding behind the record. The fans that know what's going on, they know that there's something very wrong with their team defensively and goaltending, that there's no way they can compete in a best-of-7 like that. Now, they're not going to play like tonight in the playoffs, but you get what I'm saying, guys. The Sabres played the Leafs in a series. We'd have a shot at beating them for sure. For sure, right now. If there was a best-of-7, we'd have a shot. The mess we're in, we'd have a shot. So think about it, you know? What's a team like Boston going to do to Toronto? They're going to eat them alive. So, guys, this was a pretty one for us. This was a nice one. You know, it's just too bad we didn't get one more goal. One more goal would have topped everything off. I liked our you know, if we would play mean, we played more of a mean game. I guess we always seem to, when we play Toronto for some reason, we always seem to play our best physical games when we play the Leafs. And I know Toronto's up the ante when it comes to a little bit more tough this year, but it's like the Sabres really hate them. They really hate them. You guys seen at the end what they did there with the Hall & Oates, with the music. I thought that was a nice touch. That's why I used it tonight. Like, there's so many things that we can look at in this game that the Sabres still did wrong. I mean, there was mental breakdowns. There was a lot of bad out there tonight, guys. We didn't exactly play a great game, and we won 9-3. It's a strange, strange team, folks. I don't understand the Sabres. This is how strange they are. They come home, they lose to Columbus, who have done nothing on the road this year, 9-4. And then Toronto comes in town with all their fans, all their little cult following. They all come in and we rout them 9-3. So this last 2 games says a lot for me about the entire season. The entire season's been like that. It's I don't know what to tell you. I'm happy they won, but this is strange. It's just a strange thing because we pretty much knew once we got our 6 goal, they're pretty much done. We knew, I think, even then. But still, I wanted to be absolutely sure. You can't trust the Sabres. You just can't. Defensively, they just collapse so easily. And yeah, they pretty much ran away with this one when it was all said and done. And Toronto was livid. You seen it at the end of the game. If anything, I'm going to watch, guys. I'm not watching the Buffalo Sabres interviews. No. I'm going to go watch the Toronto Maple Leaf interviews. That's what I'm going to watch when I'm done this video. Yeah, I'm going to go have a little fun and chuckle tonight. Good. You know, I'm glad that we took a whole year of frustration out on those guys. If there was any team, of course, me personally, I like beating the Habs more, but I don't mind beating Toronto or Boston. Those are the 3 teams. I don't mind Florida. I don't mind Tampa so much, and Ottawa also. But Ottawa, look, they've been struggling for years. There's not some. I don't have that hate on like I used to for Ottawa. It'll come back once they're good again, and I think Ottawa will be. You know, I still think even this year Ottawa could wake up and still get in. We've got to keep our eye on those guys. But yeah, bringing back Jacques Martin. You know, there's another question mark. Like, what are you doing, Ottawa? Like, are you kidding me? There's good coaches out there. You go get Jacques Martin and bring him back? Okay, well, thanks for making our job easier, not having to really chase you with this guy as your coach, because most likely they're not going to do much, I think, under Martin. I'd be surprised. Guys, this was a beauty. I think we'll leave it there. This was a beauty. And what's good about this for Sabres fans is we just have so much frustration. It was nice to take it all out tonight on Toronto. It really was. You know, it was nice to embarrass that franchise tonight, to humiliate them, because they're always on center stage, right? So it was really nice that the whole hockey world knows that the Sabres, after their worst beating in years, gives Toronto their worst beating in a decade. The next game. So a pretty good feeling. In my opinion, we're just a better team than them. Even this year. I don't care. I don't give a damn what the record says. I just don't. Toronto's a pretender. They're not a contender. They're a pretender. And real contenders are, in our division, really Boston, Florida. Even Tampa, I don't think are anymore. Boston, Florida, right now. The 2 teams really that last year, if they would have beaten each other, both teams would have went to the finals. You know, then you got the Rangers over there. No big surprise there, the Rangers. It's a good young team over there. So, guys, enjoy the night, enjoy the game. Might as well. We've been punched in the gut so much this year that we deserve to enjoy this one. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.